first and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer.
I'm playing some guy named Raheem. He trash. I don't know what he doing. He trash. But I'm about to tear him up real quick. Yeah.
There is not a
all right.
grass on this field that you don't have to defend because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Third and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. They get 16 on that connection. First down for Houston.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Dell motioning over. Stroud to throw here on first down. They try to work the screen with Mixon.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Throwing on second down. Goff. You'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will fight his way to the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. On 2nd down, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Christian Harris there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Throwing here is Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
To throw is Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Try again. It's second and 10. Man in motion. It's Diggs. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Throwing on second down. Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll talk things over before third down. Going to set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And after you call a wasted series, they come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Here's Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. They need 8 as they come up for third down. The Lions called their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, Montgomery. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Oh! And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Montgomery. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Patrick motioning here. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tim Patrick, touchdown Lions. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out on top. 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most. This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
So a win here for the Lions. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.